Electric cell. A device that can be used to produce an electric current is called a source of electric current. Common sources of electric current are cells and batteries, which comes in various shapes and sizes. An electric current that we get from plug points in houses. A very useful kind of cell, which we use very often, is the dry cell. Due to a chemical reaction that takes place in cells and batteries, electric current is produced. A dry cell used in torches, toys, etc. consists of a zinc container having a moist paste of ammonium chloride. It has a carbon rod fitted with a metal cap and wrapped in muslin cloth bag kept in its center. The muslin cloth bag contains a mixture of powdered coke, graphite, zinc chloride, and manganese dioxide. Electric bulb. We use electric bulbs in our bedrooms, kitchens, bathrooms, etc. An electric bulb and a torch bulb have an outer case made up of glass. The outer case is fixed on a metallic base. Let us examine the difference between an electric bulb and a torch bulb in activity.
Activity.
To observe the difference between an electric bulb and a torch bulb. Take a torch bulb and an electric bulb. Observe them carefully. You will find that there is a thin wire in the middle of the glass case of both. The inside of the glass case is also empty. But the lower end of the metallic box has two metal pieces. In activity, you observed an electric bulb. The wire inside the glass case is made of tungsten. It is either coiled or straight. It serves as a filament of the bulb. The electricity passes through the filament. As a result, it gets heated up and gives out light.
The inside of the electric bulb is first evacuated and then filled with a mixture of inert gases like argon, neon, and nitrogen. If this is not done, the filament on heating up would react with the oxygen in air and burn itself.
The filament is fixed to two thicker wires. One wire touches the bottom of the bulb and the other wire touches the metal casing. These wires also provide support to the filament. The bottom of the bulb and the metal casing act as two terminals of the bulb, that is, positive and negative terminals respectively. These two terminals are fixed in such a manner that they do not touch each other. The lower end of the metal casing is filled with an insulator.